Good evening and welcome to my Read Aloud channel. Read Aloud 3. Today on the first Samuel chapter 8 is where we will be reading along. And so I just wanted to pause and let you know that yesterday I said that I would look up a definition, and that was because um, it there wasn't a reference or a different translation for the word, and I just didn't know it, so I was able to just look it up like a dictionary definition, and that was the word routed. So it's the word rout, past tense routed, means to defeat and cause to retreat in disorder. Okay, so we can plug that into the verse right toward the end of the chapter 7 that we finished last. That was verse 10, I believe. Yeah, end of 10. But that day the Lord thundered with loud thunder against the Philistines and threw them into such a panic that they were routed before the Israelites. So they were they were defeated and had to retreat in disorder. So good to know. It came across, but it's always good to learn a new word, right? So now for me, new word for me. Now, chapter 8. When Samuel grew old, he appointed his sons as Israel's leaders. And I will read that reference just so we know. Leaders, or to lead in this chapter, leaders is going to mean judges. And when it comes up later, lead, it means judge. The name of his The name of his firstborn was Joel, and the name of his second was Abijah, and they served at Beersheba. But his sons did not follow his ways. They turned aside after dishonest gain and accepted bribes and perverted justice. So all the elders of Israel gathered together and came to Samuel at Ramah. They said to him, "You are old, and your sons do not follow your ways. Now appoint a king to lead us, such as all the other nations have." But when they said, "Give us a king to lead us," this displeased Samuel. So he prayed to the Lord. So, a couple points I wanted to make. I want to come back to this and revisit it with why was Samuel displeased, and was it wrong for them to ask for a king when his sons, who were obviously next in line when they said that you're getting old and your sons aren't following your ways, were probably be, not leading them in the way of the Lord. That's what it seems was the reason for their asking. But I like how Samuel, when it displeased him, it said, so he prayed to the Lord. Wouldn't that be a great thing to follow when we're displeased with something? Yeah, I think that's a great example for us. And the Lord told him, "Listen to all that the people are saying to you. It is not you they have rejected, but they have rejected me as their king, as they have done from the day I brought them up out of Egypt until this day, forsaking me and serving other gods. So they are doing to you. Now listen to them, but warn them solemnly and let them know what the king who will reign over them will claim as his rights." Samuel told all the words of the Lord to the people who were asking him for a king. He said, "This is what the king who will reign over you will claim as his rights. He will take your sons and make them serve with his chariots and horses, and they will run in front of his chariots. Some he will assign to be commanders of thousands and commanders of fifties, and others to plow his ground and reap his harvest, and still others to make weapons of war and equipment for his chariots. He will take your daughters to be perfumers and cooks and bakers. He will take the best of your fields and vineyards and olive groves and give them to his attendants. He will take a tenth of your gain and of your vintage and give it to his officials and attendants. Your male and female servants and the best of your cattle and donkeys he will take for his own use." Now, I may get cut off. This is a lengthier, well,